Johnny Stepney here for IrishBoxing.com with Jamie Conlan. We're at the press conference for there's actually no name on the show, is there? It's September the 6th show, the RDS show, everyone's just calling it.
An RDS show, I think we didn't put any name, I didn't even think about a name, but when you think about something like that, but no, the fight was the most important thing. Getting the fight and getting the show on the road was kind of what we wanted to do. And Tyrone's fight was originally going to go in the Féile, and then we pushed it back and it opened the door here for Dublin.
Yeah, and for you it must be a proud moment, or even just exciting to be in Dublin promoting.
It is. I remember when I headlined in Dublin in the stadium.
The Granadas fight?
Granadas fight.
What an atmosphere.
It was my first ever headline as well. Same situation as Tyrone. And people were asking why is a Belfast lad fighting in a headline in Dublin when you had Keeler and all the guys on the big crowd, all dubs on the undercard, and then I was headlining from Belfast out of town, and it really really lifted things for myself and my career for that moment in time. From that moment, things just went a different direction.
But just to go back on that, I don't know which knockdown it was, but I remember that it was just like the crowd just lifted. It was something special or different than that. I don't know if that's true or not. Or
it was a big night. Hard shaped things going forward. It was that moment, I believe, when the crowd got behind me, and it opened up myself to a new demographic, and opened up not just in a small. I had a great following in Belfast, but things then opened up nationally. Yeah. And it was a big day. And Tyrone, similar situation, just a wee bit further down in his career, but this is his big opportunity, and to do it in Dublin would be great, brilliant.
And if there is anyone that can win fans on one night, it's Tyrone, isn't it? Like,
Tyrone has just got that. He has an appeal that can spread across, not just hardcore boxing fans, but people who just love to see a fight can get into Tyrone. Tyrone is unique in a way that he makes every fight a hard fight. If you put him in with an 8-rounder and like a journeyman fighter, he'll make it a hard fight. You put him into this kind of fight, he'll make it a hard fight. If the fighter is going to box and move, it'll still be a blood and guts war, and that's kind of what Tyrone brings to the table.
And the IBO title, what does it do for his career? And what's your just thoughts on that title in general? Like,
it's a
hard one, isn't it?
It's a hard one. It's a hard one. I have mixed feelings, but it gives these fighters an opportunity and a platform to really build a career. Tony McCrory is a prime example from that, what he done in Germany and how it changed. Again, we were on PG Cara, but it changed the pathway of his career on that night. It was a big opportunity for him, and it made him not just known in Belfast, but known globally. Because he had that belt, attraction to it. What comes after it, the big fights come after it, and the big names start to come after it. And we do have a plan for the winner of the fight for Belfast if it potentially happens.
And I have to add, because Lewis Crocker has been calling for it, like, is that...
Lewis Crocker is in the mix for the winner,
it's one, and it's Tyrone open to that, or that's part of the deal, or
part
just...
Of the deal. Tyrone is in it. The Crocker and Tyrone would be massive in Belfast, and if Esposito wins, it'll be Esposito in the Crocker and Belfast, and that's what we're looking at for the winner. Albeit if they're fit and healthy to come through this, it's all set for December 2nd.
Will that headline in Belfast, or is
potentially?
So that means Mick is going.
Mick could be. It all depends on how we get on next week with the trainer situation with Michael. But we are looking. It is looking at Michael in Belfast, and we are looking at European titles, maybe more a forte, and just seeing what level they kind of come back at. But we're looking at just building back the career. It could be a smaller step. It could be a European title. But that's kind of what we're looking at next.
Okay, and then just back to this card, if we just run through it, like it's a solid card. Like the two domestics, the domestic scene is unreal at the minute, isn't it? Like you can get these fights now.
It's good though,
yeah.
Because it's not. None of us are having to force the fighters to take it. The fighters are calling each other out, and they're actually doing the hard work themselves, and they're really looking for the fights and really looking to progress themselves, and looking at other fighters in the division in the island as opportunities to grow and build off, and that's what you want. They're building this scene themselves, and we're just kind of giving the helping hand by giving the platform an opportunity to grow it and do it. It was a real coup to get Craig and Kevin on the same card and fighting each other because of Craig had his own route, he had his own plan. Waterford, they were selling out in Waterford, they were doing 2 or 3, 4 or 5,000 in Waterford, and the production was brilliant and everything they were doing in there. He could have put anyone in Waterford and built off the back of it, but he chose to take this opportunity with Kevin. Kevin is hungry, he's fantastic to work with. His team are really, really good with Jonathan Lewins. They're a good team to work with, and there's no issues, there's no ifs, buts and maybes. They want the big fights, they want proper fights, and it's, for me as a promoter, it's music to my ear. For me as a boxing fan, it's even better, because you know what kind of fights grip the public, and this is the kind of fight that grips it. It's a genuine 50-50. It's interesting to see Kevin competing at super middleweight for the first time properly. He was at light heavy, and I always thought he was stuck in between the two weights.
Yeah.
And he's committed to super middle. Craig outside of Waterford, what is he like? What is he like in a neutral venue? What's he like without the full capacity behind him? It's a real intriguing fight.
It is, and then on the other one, it's Graham and Dom. It's another nice rematch, like one with a bit of history in it.
It is, and a change in, again, a neutral venue for both of them. Both of them coming outside, they didn't really need to take it, but they're both willing to jump back. Graham is looking back at Fergus, thinks he can right some wrongs there. Fergus, we are moving along. We would love to get Irish title for Fergus, but it was just unfortunate we were unable to get someone in line to go next for Fergus. So
does the winner of this fight Fergus then?
If we don't have anything else on the table, as in internationally, we'll probably go with the winner of this. I know it's a bit of a step back, Fergus, but it gets him an Irish title before the end of the year. Again, December is the target for the winner of this. For Fergus most likely could go Boston in October and keeping his momentum moving, but it's an intriguing fight. And we had another fight. We had Dave Ryan and Senan Kelly as the third. We wanted three of them on the undercard, but I think Dave's hand wasn't ready in time, and the winner of that looking at Kieran Malloy potentially for the Irish title.
What will you do with Kieran for Galway now then?
We're looking potentially, if Deco and Owen come through, we would like to do the winner of that for Kieran.
That's nice.
And that's what we're looking at. Whether up he's Belfast in December or we go Galway in December, we're hopeful to get that there. It just depends on what the lads come through their fight in October. But I've already spoke to Mark on it, and it's something both of those are open to doing and keeping it moving. But Senan and I would like Dave Ryan and Kieran in Galway, because both of them are doing that way, and it's a big fight for the West. And it was just unfortunate he wasn't able to fight Senan for this and kind of move into the Malloy fight.
Well, that could be a good undercard fight on that card, couldn't it? Like if you do Deco or Owen and Kieran, and you can do Senan and
it keeps momentum, it keeps the scene moving, it keeps the titles moving, it keeps the lads in the country fighting each other. And as we've shown with Graham, a loss means nothing if it's a genuine fight and it's a great fight and the fans are happy. You just rebuild and you come back and you go again. And you get, like, both Graham and Dom are a testament to that. They're losing, they're coming back, they're fighting again, they're coming back.
And still having solid good careers that people remember, like, isn't it? Yeah.
And they're willing to kind of take fights where they're risking it all. So when you are risking it all, it's good that a promoter isn't going to just, you're gone.
Yeah.
You risk it
but
all.
do you need them boys for sort of entertainment value while you build a name, and you can take maybe less risks with a name, or as a promoter looking in, if that makes sense?
There's different routes. There's different routes with the game of Brennan's coming through that way, and the lads are making they're taking the opportunity because they don't have the profile, whereas a Malloy is selling out in Galway, so he has the profile, so he can move that way. It's all about getting the marriage of everything on the card and marinating it all in one to make the show work in general. You need the genuine 50-50s, but you also need progression and prospects where they're not really ready, and you build them till they are ready to that kind of fight. So the good thing about this card, and the good thing about a lot of the fighters who are on this card, they're willing to take opportunities. If you're ringing and say to Senan Kelly, will you fight Dave Ryan? Yes. You ring Dave Ryan, say, will you fight Senan? Yes. Fight Owen? Yes. They're all in the mix.
And then just on this card, like, if you were going to come to Dublin again, you need a Dublin name to come out of it, don't you? Like, you need sort of Dublin.
Thomas Carthy and Emma Brennan to kind of keep things moving. Big Tom.
And will you look to link up with them and do Dublin regular, or?
I'd say so, yeah. I would. We have a good relationship with Thomas's team, Dillian Waite and Magic and stuff like that. So, we worked together, and it was unfortunate the fight fell through in Belfast, but we're looking to kind of keep it moving. He's going to fight here, he's going to fight Katie's card, and then he's going to be ready for probably a big fight for himself. And then Dublin, we are looking at Mick in Dublin starting next year.
Is Mick in Dublin?
Yeah, we're looking at Mick in Dublin as well.
Whoa.
So it's something that we're looking to build towards. We're looking at, Stephen mentioned about this field, we're looking at potentially doing about 5,000 to 8,000 outdoor in Dublin.
Would that be mixed force fight in Dublin?
It could be. It's something that we're looking at. We're looking at maybe doing that May time and then moving into the field after that.
2 outdoor fights.
Yeah.
That's huge, isn't it?
It is, but it's it's doable with Michael. He brings a big fan base, and what we realise from doing the shows in the north is 49% or 48% come from the south. They come up to travel for Michael. Actual tickets bought on sale for Michael, pre-sale and other ways. Half are coming from the south.
No way.
And that shows that his reach is massive. Bringing a show down south would be very, very intriguing to see how it kind of works out on paper and how it works out on the ticket sales.
And how is he sort of personally now after all the?
He's good. He's had a. I said, you need to take your mind away from boxing, focus on the beer for a few months. We went the
not drinking the beer,
focus on the beer that he has and building the brand. And we launched the beer in August in Belfast, and that's slowly building. But it's primarily in Ibiza and in Spain, and building that. We went back out to Ibiza there this month in August, and kind of done all that. And I think he's running a marathon or a half marathon. And then next week we go to Miami, and we're looking at different coaches and seeing how that all looks out and pans out.
Is there anyone you're kind of close to, or?
We've got three we're looking at the minute. 3 different styles that kind of fit forms.
What's the thought process there? How do you pick? Like, is it just a gel, or is it know what he needs?
The relationship with the coach and fighter. That's the ultimate thing. The style can look well, the gym can look fantastic, but if the relationship doesn't gel with the coach and the fighter, then it's not going to work. So we're taking the time, not rushing into anything. December is our target, but if this doesn't work out next week or next 2 weeks in Miami and we have to look elsewhere, then we'll push it in.
So then you won't fight in December if you don't get it? Oh, okay.
But we do have a card that is able to stand on its own, as in the Crocker.
What a fight.
Paddy is still there. We have a big fight potentially in Paddy.
So just, I don't want to keep you too long, but just what have you got lined up for Paddy and then Sean McComb?
Sean McComb and Paddy are looking at December also, all in big fights, all in title fights, all in progressive fights for their careers. And there is talk of a big Irish fight as well. Keeler has also been talked about an Irish fight.
With Paddy or?
Keeler and Conor Coyle. We're looking at that.
You're looking to make that
December,
for, wow, that's a good fight.
So we're looking at something big in December, and a card big enough to stand on its own with or without Michael, and obviously a different capacity. If Mick, we're going to look at the full arena, 10,000, the reach back out that. But if not, we'll build the rest of the card around it, and we'll look at about 5,000 Belfast.
Lovely, Jamie. I really appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Nice one, John.